Now this is why local stores cannot sell things. Okay, $14.80. One bag at a local pet store is $14 plus tax. $14.80 free shipping. Okay, so if you need this for your filter, all right, ceramic rings is what you gotta do, or bioceramics rings.
Well, my fish definitely know that it's time for feeding. At least I already fed them. Every time I walk up, they act like that. My water gets down low like this. To me, it's time to start cleaning the tank, not so much waiting for green to show up. This is the filter that I purchased off to eBay for about $30. Just like I showed you in the first part of the video. All right, this is the things that's used inside the filter. All right, one of these costs $14 in the local pet store. There's 4 inside this thing. I also have the buckets. I showed you about this in another video. I'll link it to here. 2 buckets, 5-gallon each. That's what I use to put water back in here. I never use chemicals, so those you leave the water out in the household environment. The temperature gets right and the chlorine gets cleaned out naturally. So I'm going to take this and we're going to go ahead and clean this up and I'm going to show you how to do it. Never did it myself, so don't know what I'm expecting on the inside. I see a little green in my tubes here. It's not inside the fish tank at least, but I think next time I do this I'm going to clean out those tubes, and I'll show you how to do that when the time comes. Alright, first thing, do not turn these valves until after you unplug it. Alright, you don't want this thing working or burning up the motor inside this. Right now there is no noise. It's really quiet. There's a vibration. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that it's time to clean, but I just every 3 months you're supposed to clean these out. I let it go for about 4 months, and it's doing just fine. All right, so it is time, I should think, to clean it. So first thing to do is unplug it from the wall. There's no switch or anything to turn it off. So unplug it from the wall, come real fast up here and turn these because it's going to backwash into the fish tank. So I'm going to reach down, turn it off. I'm going to hit these. Okay, and now they're turned to the side. So now we can actually turn these, unplug these. This is really nice because there's a pan underneath that catches any water that comes down. All right, with these turned to the closed position, you can unscrew, and they go like this this way to unscrew, this way to screw. So unscrew both of them. This guy's the same way. Just unscrew it. And you'll be able to take these out. Okay, just work them out, and you'll be able to get them out. Just pull it. Hopefully not too much water will come out. There we go. A little bit does. It drips down into the bucket. Nothing got onto the table, which is really nice. Okay, I'm going to set this to where it sits up against the thing. It's not going to drip down. This guy's going to do the same thing if I unscrewed it all the way. Oh, I'm picking up the whole thing. Alright, I might need 2 hands for that one. Well, I did need 2 hands, and I wiggled it back and forth, pulled it out. It did make just a little bit of mess, no big thing. Paper towel worked great. I'm going to take the whole drip pan and everything over there. Now, some of these you buy in the stores, so I noticed at a local pet store, did not have this drip pan. So this is really nice to have that, because if it does leak or anything, it goes in here and not all over the place. Alright, it's important not to get the end of your cord here that you plug into the wall wet. So you try your best to keep that dry. You unclamp on both sides. Alright, and it's the seal that's on there that you got to break. It's not hard to do. You lift it up. I have no idea what to expect underneath this. I like the idea that up here is not all green or slimy. That's nice. This one out. It is slimy around here. Okay, so there's nothing on top of this. This doesn't look bad at all. This does come off, and you can wash this. Remember, anything you wash, if you use soap, you're not supposed to use soap, but if you use soap, make sure you rinse very good. I'm going to set this over here. This guy, the sponge in here, I'm going to pour the water out. Some of it. This sponge in here is kind of green, so there's handles to pull these out on this one. This guy is a little green. The white one's a little dirty underneath. So it's got stuff here. Of course, this is green. It has stuff here. It has stuff here. We're supposed to actually change these. I am not changing these. I'm going to wash them out and reuse them until they fall apart. All right, so we're going to rinse that. That's the first one. I'm going to leave these kind of like in there. All right. Pull this other one out. Oh, you know what's missing? Oh, we got some of them there. A lot of them are missing. Wow. Well, that was full when that's probably what's actually keeping everything clean right now is these. I'm not gonna, I don't know if I want to put all new in there. Just reuse that. Okay, so that's one. And here's another one down here. And once again, over on this side, this is the charcoal. Okay. I forgot I had charcoal in this thing. Didn't get any. That's the charcoal. It's in plastic. I don't know. Was I supposed to take it out of the plastic? No, it's... Okay, that answered it. Quarter came out of it. Was I supposed to take this out of plastic? I don't remember this. I don't know if I was supposed to take this out of plastic when I installed it. I think the instructions said to leave it in there. That's really weird. Okay, this is one I already cleaned. This is the one that needs to be cleaned. So this is what I did. Use kind of a same temperature water that's in the fish tank, and you go ahead and just keep squeezing. I don't think, since this is the top sponge, I don't think it's going to come as clean as that one. They're not perfectly white, and they probably will never be perfectly white unless you bleach them, and you don't want to do that. But I'm seeing this water, when I squeeze this and it goes over my hand, I can tell it's dirty. So until that water is clean, I'm going to keep squeezing this and try getting the kind of, I don't know, like you're kneading dough or something like that. That's what I'm doing, tenderizing, and it comes out and it looks something like that one. I'm not worried about it drying. I'm going to just go ahead and reverse wash. You know, this is the top going down, so this is reverse washing the fish droppings and stuff that it collects, and all the food that the filter collects. So that's pretty well clean. There's some right there, so I'm going to go work it out, and that's all clean. So now all it is, all I need to do is really rinse all my other stuff. I want to show you something now. Okay, this guy right here. This guy right here is all the new pellets that came out of this. This comes in a bag with a zipper on it. I'm guessing that the zipper is not going to be a problem because I had a problem with metal in the fish tank one time. It killed all my fish. I stood all the big ones up so that when the water goes through, it hits as much as possible. I'm not going to do that with the small ones. So everything that is new that's going in your filter has to be rinsed. I can't overstress that. Everything needs to be rinsed. So all these new ones, I'm going to rinse. All right, and I still need to rinse out all of my hardware here. Just kind of wipe it off, get anything that's slimy off of it. Where I'm finding most of the slime is on these rubber things that go between each one of the cages. So here's an idea for you. All the tubes the water runs through, take your finger and just some water and rub out each one of them. Okay, and there's another one. So keep track of these things. Don't lose them. They go in between each one when you rebuild it. Okay, so go through all the other tubes like this guy and go in there and just rub out. Hopefully you don't have bigger fingers than me. I'm almost stuck inside those tubes. All right, and just rub those out. All right, look for anything that's dirt or you know, from the fish in there. That's slime. I am really impressed. This is nothing like the Whisper filter. No green. I expected severe green all through the inside of the filter, and I'm really impressed. Okay, I'm going to link how to put this back together. Okay, on my initial one. I will tell you that out of the 4 packs that I purchased for $14, that's in this. That's the only one I used. A little bit out of that one on this. so I probably didn't really need all of them. So I'm grateful I didn't go to the store to buy one. All right, I probably will replace the charcoal since I took it out of the bag. The instruction manual, as I showed in the first video, the instruction manual here does not say anything as far as taking the charcoal out of the bag. And in fact, 2 pages are actually missing. So that's why I made the video, to just doing my best. So now, on this guy, we're going to, it doesn't matter which way it goes. Actually, it does, because that has to go into that. So you have to make sure that that goes in. Before you put this down, I covered this in the original video. Make sure none of the rubber seals between each stage is folded over. So stick your finger down there while you're installing and make sure nothing folds over while you're pushing down the other one. Now, before we actually put this all the way on, we need to fill it with water. So you're going to use dechlorinated water to fill this guy up. All right. When we go to put this on, I still have Vaseline all around this. It's Vaseline doesn't wash off very easy at all. I use Vaseline around the seal so I get a really tight seal. If you turn this on, you get a hissing sound, like air's getting in. That means you have to take it off, take the lid off, and put Vaseline around. So it's just good to do that now. Be careful you don't get Vaseline mixed in with the water, because I don't know if you'll have a problem. I didn't have a problem with the fish. What I did is I filled up to the seal, just above the seal. You're going to have air in this. Okay, just like I said in the first video, that's what this big button is here, is to push the air out. It's a primer to get things going. So I'm going to put the seal down on top and then clamp it down. This is the one that you need 2 of them. I'm taking this out of this for now because I need to dry the inside of this. And then we're going to dry the outside of that, put it back in here, carry it over. And I barely had to hit the button at all. I don't think I had to do anything. Plugged everything back in, turned the valves back on, plugged it in, and bam. Now, from experience with these, there is a little fogginess for about 2 hours, and then it takes care of that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean out the bottom with a vacuum. I'm probably not going to do a drastic thing, but I have all this water that I'm going to, I have that dechlorinated, and so I'm going to probably bring it down about a quarter and then put water back in. Remember, look at my video, I'll link it here, on how to naturally dechlorinate your water. I mean, you never have to put chemicals in. I never have here, and these guys are breeding like crazy.